What's going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? Welcome to the PT channel. I'm One Eye Bri, back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 3, titled Warning Signs. Spoiler warning. Obviously, if you don't want to know about Episode 903, you're not up to date as of 901, 902, and 903. We're going to find out a good piece of information about Justin. If you don't know what we're talking about and you don't want to know, stop watching now. Spoiler warning. But first, if you love The Walking Dead and The Walking Dead family, become a valued member of the PT channel and The Walking Dead family. We have a lot of fun here, and if you subscribe, it'll really mean a lot to us. Obviously, photo credit, info credit to these fine folks right here. Without them, this would not be possible. Also, some shout outs. Season 9, Episode 3, titled Warning Signs. Rick's vision for the future is threatened by a mysterious disappearance that divides the work camp where the communities are building a bridge. So obviously the bridge is part of the story still, and is the mysterious disappearance Justin? I think so. But the picture online has this picture, Daryl and Maggie out and about, and I'm not sure what they're doing. How come Maggie doesn't have a gun? She might just have a knife. But what are these two up to? Are they checking things out? I don't know, but I'm excited to find out. And one of the sneak peek clips shows Jed, or Mud, which is kind of funny that he goes by Mud when he talks with Maggie. But Jed comes out, and then the other saviors come out to block the road, while Maggie and Cal are transporting the food to the sanctuary. And at first, you're like, oh crap, it's Glenn and Maggie. Oh wait, no, that's Cal. Saviors, get out of the way, saviors. And I have to admit, that looks a lot like Glenn, even though I know it's Cal. But you can see Regina, Laura, Jed, another savior, and Arat is there as well too. She's just being blocked by the horse. But this is after the fact that Justin is gone. They comment on that. And it's a tense situation. Why is Maggie and Cal all alone? Why are they going by themselves? What if they got overrun? They would need a convoy. They don't need just these two people to transport to the sanctuary. I mean, come on, it's dangerous out there. That's pretty dumb writing. But ultimately, Cal and Maggie are stopped by the saviors. The saviors want to know what they're doing, what's going on, and if they know information regarding their friend Justin that has disappeared. Of course, Maggie knows nothing about that. It's a tense situation with Maggie and Jed, and the conversation goes back and forth. Jed and Maggie don't like each other. Maggie's like, well, you had some saviors that were supposed to drop some ethanol, and that didn't happen. Don't know nothing about that. Neither side knows anything about either situation. Maggie and Cal know nothing about Justin, and Jed and the saviors know nothing about the ethanol from the sanctuary. It's just a weird situation. Also, Jed lifts up the tarp, takes a tomato, and Jed has an axe. Cal has a gun. Hopefully Maggie has a gun as well. And it's just awkward. Jed bites the tomato in a weird way. And the weird situation is that he goes by Mud. He calls himself Mud, and Maggie's the widow. So clearly, these saviors are Team Negan, and they're only helping because they need to. They don't want to. And that's part of the problem. The saviors have no other way to get food without Hilltop, and they're pretty useless, but they're helping to build the bridge. And that's the end of the clip. This is part of the trailer where we can see the horses and the wagon with Maggie and Cal from the clip that we just saw. Then you see Daryl and Rick talking at the campsite, and it's just a dicey situation. Rick sees it one way, Daryl sees it another, and hopefully Daryl wins out because the saviors got to go. And I like the expedited timeline though. We don't have to wait a whole season for this to play out, like season 7 basically. But Rick and Daryl couldn't be further apart, at least with their ideologies about the saviors. There's a big fight that breaks out between the saviors and everybody else. It's basically the saviors versus everybody else. The saviors don't feel safe here. They're probably worried about their safety. They don't have guns. They have some knives, and they pick up some axes. And the fight breaks out, but Carol comes to break up the argument and the problem. She puts her hand on Jed, and Jed looks at Carol and says, just shoot me right here, as I won't have to worry about being shot in the back. It gets tense situation. Carol and her group has the guns. The saviors don't have any guns, which eventually they will, maybe in this episode. But Daryl is leading the charge against the saviors. He's not messing around. But the saviors are basically thinking that Daryl killed Justin, which I don't think he did. We'll show you at the very end with a picture of Justin, and I don't think Daryl is connected with it. But Carol, Diane, Cindy, Oceanside, Rosita, They got guns and they could take out the Sabres easily, but Arat tries to calm the situation down, and we don't know what happens exactly. Carol is either talking to Rick or Daryl, but I think she's talking to Rick and trying to calm the situation down, and she just isn't sure how to do that. And here's a photo from the trailer from the summer. I think this is the time they're talking. See, she's talking to Rick. And remember, Carol's in charge of the Sabres now, not Daryl. So it's a tough situation. The Sabres are a problem, and we'll see how Carol handles this. But this problematic Sabres got to go. Then we see Maggie taking out some walkers. I believe she's with Daryl here, but I'm not sure what's going on here. Are they going on a run? Are they trying to do something? Maybe they go out looking for the Sabres that was supposed to drop off the ethanol, and they run into some problems. Daryl is a tracker, and we haven't seen that side of Daryl for a while now, so hopefully that'll come back around. But Daryl and Maggie together are talking, and they're definitely a team Hilltop for sure. I'm excited to see what happens with these two. Hopefully they just went out and they take all the Saviors. I'm wondering if that's what the ethanol is in. They find some of the ethanol from the Saviors that died, maybe their vehicle. I would assume the Whisperers got those Saviors and killed them, but their vehicle might still be there. Father G's not messing around. He's like, you were talking about my woman? Because the Savior in the dark blue shirt in the far right thinks that Jadis killed Justin, and Regina chimes in and says, yeah, probably for what Simon did, which is a logical thought. Rick rides in on his horse and is like, enough, calm down everybody. He'll probably fire a shot. Like, you can see Daryl in the background with his crossbow, and tensions are high here. The Sabres don't feel safe, but Rick's really trying to complete this bridge on time, even though it's behind schedule. Carol's in the woods looking for something or someone. Not sure what's going on here. Is she trying to check out a noise, a problem? Justin, she's trying to find out. Rick's pointing his gun at someone, and the way he has it raised, he might have it at a Savior. I would think he has it at Jed, who might be using Carol as a human shield. And we don't see that in the promo trailer for Season 9, Episode 3, but we see it in the San Diego Comic-Con trailer. That was over the summer. And based on the coloring, how it's shot, you can put the two shots together. And I could be way off, it's just my hypothesis and my thought and my theory, but I think Rick is pointing his gun at Jed here. And here's the picture of Justin. Yep, he's dead. He's a walker. Look at the background. Look at the high grass, and look at the structures around it. To me, it looks like a connection that we had in the San Diego Comic-Con trailer. But as you can see, Justin is not killed. He is turned into a walker on purpose. He was shot in the chest or stabbed in the chest, maybe fought off a little bit, cut on his arm, but he's turning into a walker. And I think the Whisperers are involved with Justin's death. Final warning? Warning Signs is the title of the episode. And from this picture and the previous picture of Justin, the rest of the content is not in the Season 9 promo trailer or any information just yet. But I think this area is connected. You can see the grass and the structures and just the look of it. I think Justin is here. Are the Whisperers here? Is this part of their hideout? And I think so. These look like to be warning signs, right? Remember, the title of the episode is Warning Signs. So look both ways, two-way traffic, road closed, a bunch of signs, a bunch of warning signs. Like, the Whisperers want to be left alone. If you just come around them, you're going to end up being killed most likely. The Whisperers are not good people. They should be pretty bad. They need to be pretty bad. They need to be worse than Negan. They need to be the worst villain that we've seen in the series, and I hope and think they will be. And again, this might not be seen in episode 903, but I think I'm just putting two and two together of a theory and just breaking it down more and more. Hopefully Michonne comes across the Whisperers and the Walkers, which I believe these are Whisperers. Look at the high grass. Look at the area. I think Michonne will come across this, if not this episode, later on this season. And the more that I think about it, it'd probably be hard for Michonne to be here at this time. So it'll probably happen in a later episode, which is fine by me. And I'm just excited to find out. What's up with this? Is it Lucille? Is it not Lucille? Is it another bat? What's happening here? Is it after Negan escapes? Is Justin going to be seen here or earlier? Are the Whisperers here? What's happening? I can't wait. What's going to happen here? Michonne's going to have a bigger part. Daryl's going to have a bigger part after Rick's gone, for sure. I just see the grass and the field and everything there. It looks to be raining or it's cloudy or something on the bat. So we'll see what happens. But there you go, guys. Let me know your thoughts of the promo. What do you think happens to Justin? Is it connected with the Whisperers? I think it is. I don't know any other way it wouldn't be connected. with the Whisperers, but Justin's disappearance looks to be causing a major rift. And if you think about it, the Saviors don't know what happened to Justin. Rick and Daryl don't know what happened to Justin, and you're kind of blame both sides. And with the Saviors not feeling safe, they're going to want to fight back. They're not going to mess around, but they don't have the guns or a lot of weapons, but they have the numbers. So we'll see what happens this episode. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Let me know your thoughts. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to become a valued member of the PT channel and our Walking Dead family. And for those interested in some good zombie books, those are my books right there. All 8 are available online, Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com. We got paperback and digital versions. And remember, guys, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself. You can do it.